The carnivore diet is exactly what its name suggests, a way of eating that includes only animal products. This means that every meal you consume is derived from animals, with no exceptions. Meat, fish, eggs, and some dairy are allowed. These foods form the cornerstone of the diet, providing the necessary nutrients and energy. Everything else is off the table. This includes all plant-based foods, which are strictly avoided. No fruits, vegetables, grains, legumes, or nuts. These are considered unnecessary and even potentially harmful by proponents of the diet. It's the ultimate elimination diet. By removing all plant foods, the diet aims to eliminate potential allergens and irritants. The core rule: if it didn't come from an animal, you don't eat it. This simplifies meal choices but also requires a significant shift in eating habits. This means almost zero carbohydrates, so your body relies on fat and protein for energy. This metabolic state is known as ketosis, where fat becomes the primary fuel source. The diet is simple but extremely restrictive. It requires a strong commitment and a willingness to forego a wide variety of foods. A typical day: bacon and eggs for breakfast, steak for lunch, salmon for dinner. This routine can become monotonous but is praised for its simplicity. Some go further, eating only red meat, salt, and water, known as the lion diet. This is the most extreme form of the carnivore diet. Others include butter, cheese, or heavy cream, but all plant foods are forbidden. These additions can make the diet more palatable and provide additional fat. Even plant oils like olive or coconut oil are excluded. The focus remains strictly on animal-derived fats. This approach is the opposite of mainstream nutrition advice, which emphasizes balance in plant foods. Traditional guidelines promote a variety of food groups for a well-rounded diet. The carnivore diet rejects that, claiming humans can thrive without plants. Advocates argue that animal foods alone can meet all nutritional needs. Proponents argue many chronic diseases are linked to carbs and plant toxins. They believe that eliminating these can lead to better health outcomes. By removing these, they believe the body can heal and function optimally. Many report improvements in energy levels, mental clarity, and overall well-being. Simplicity is a big draw: no calorie counting, just eat animal foods until full. This can be liberating for those overwhelmed by traditional dieting methods. This appeals to those tired of complex diets and tracking macros. The carnivore diet offers a straightforward alternative. The focus is on nutrient-dense foods like beef, lamb, and organ meats. These are considered the most beneficial for health and vitality. The philosophy: animal foods provide all essential nutrients, making other food groups unnecessary or even harmful. This is a key tenet of the carnivore diet. It's a radical, all-or-nothing approach to nutrition. For those who adopt it, the carnivore diet represents a complete departure from conventional eating habits. Many people turn to the carnivore diet seeking relief from chronic health issues that haven't responded to other treatments or medications. For some, it's a journey that begins after years of frustration, trying diet after diet with little to no improvement. Conditions like autoimmune disorders, persistent inflammation, and digestive problems often drive people to try this extreme approach. They may be dealing with symptoms that disrupt daily life, such as pain, fatigue, or bloating, and are searching for any solution that might help. For some, it's a last resort after everything else has failed. The hope is that by stripping away all plant foods, they can finally find relief and regain control over their health. Weight loss is another big motivator. Cutting carbs puts the body in ketosis, burning fat for fuel. People who have struggled with stubborn weight often see results quickly, which can be incredibly motivating. Many report rapid weight loss and reduced cravings for sugar and processed foods. The simplicity of the diet, just eating meat, can make it easier to avoid temptations and stick to the plan. The high protein and fat content keeps people feeling full, making it easier to eat less without hunger. This satiety can be a game changer for those who have struggled with constant snacking or emotional eating. Some followers claim mental health benefits: better focus, improved mood, and even relief from depression or anxiety. They say their minds feel clearer and more stable, which can be life-changing. The theory is that removing inflammatory foods like sugar and grains may help the brain function better. By cutting out potential triggers, people hope to support both their physical and mental well-being. There's also an ancestral appeal. Some believe early humans thrived on mostly animal foods, and that our bodies are still best adapted to this way of eating. For these people, going carnivore feels like returning to a more natural way of eating, one that's simple, satisfying, and deeply connected to our roots. Ultimately, it's a mix of desperation, curiosity, and a search for simplicity that leads people to try the carnivore diet, hoping it might finally be the answer they've been searching for. The most common claim you'll hear about the carnivore diet is rapid weight loss. Cutting out carbohydrates causes your body to shed water weight quickly, which is often visible on the scale within days. After this initial drop, the body is said to shift into fat-burning mode, leading to further weight loss over time. For many, this dramatic change is a big motivator to stick with the diet, especially when other approaches haven't worked. High amounts of protein and fat are very filling, so people often find themselves eating less food overall, sometimes without even trying. This natural reduction in appetite can make it easier to maintain a calorie deficit, which is key for weight loss. Many people also report improvements in digestion. Issues like bloating, gas, or even symptoms of IBS often seem to disappear, sometimes within just a few weeks of starting the diet. The reason? With no fiber or plant compounds in the diet, there's less chance for things that might irritate sensitive guts to cause problems. For some, this is a huge relief after years of discomfort. For people with autoimmune conditions, some claim their symptoms improve dramatically, or even go into remission. This can mean less pain, more energy, and a better quality of life. The theory is that certain plant compounds, like lectins or oxalates, may trigger inflammation or immune reactions in sensitive individuals, making symptoms worse. By removing all plant foods, some believe the immune system calms down, leading to fewer flare-ups and reduced symptoms. Mental clarity and steady energy are also frequently reported. Many say that eating mostly fat and protein provides a consistent fuel source, helping them avoid the ups and downs of sugar crashes or energy slumps. People describe feeling more focused, productive, and able to concentrate for longer periods of time, both at work and in daily life. While these stories are mostly anecdotal, the consistency and enthusiasm with which they're shared is striking, and has helped fuel the diet's popularity online. Still, it's important to remember that personal experience isn't the same as scientific proof. More research is needed to truly understand the effects and safety of this approach. Despite the hype, the carnivore diet raises serious concerns among health experts. The lack of dietary fiber is a major issue. Fiber is crucial for gut health and regularity. No fiber could mean constipation and negative changes in gut bacteria. There's also the risk of missing nutrients found only in plants like vitamin C and certain antioxidants. Eliminating these could have long-term health consequences. High intake of red meat and saturated fat is controversial, linked to higher cholesterol and heart disease risk. Proponents argue zero carbs change how the body handles fat, but most doctors remain skeptical. Socially, the diet is hard to maintain and can lead to isolation. Environmental concerns about heavy reliance on animal agriculture are also significant. These risks and criticisms shouldn't be ignored. Scientific evidence for the carnivore diet is extremely limited, and what does exist is often debated among experts. There are no long-term, large-scale studies on its safety or effectiveness, leaving many important questions unanswered. Most information comes from personal stories and online surveys, not rigorous research or controlled clinical trials. Claims about getting all nutrients from meat, especially vitamin C, remain unproven and are still highly controversial. The long-term effects on heart and kidney health are unknown, and could potentially be risky for some people. Research on ketogenic diets offers some clues, but those diets usually include some plant foods for balance. The carnivore diet is a radical departure from established nutrition science and current dietary guidelines. Until more research is done, it remains an unproven and experimental approach that should be approached with caution. The carnivore diet can bring dramatic relief for some, especially those with stubborn health issues. For these people, removing all potential triggers at once can be life-changing. But is it the meat, or just the absence of processed foods and sugar? Many benefits may come from cutting out junk, not from eating only animal products. Mainstream concerns, no fiber, possible nutrient gaps, high saturated fat, are real and should be taken seriously. Some thrive on this diet, but that doesn't mean it's safe for everyone. The lack of long-term data means anyone trying it is running a personal experiment. The carnivore diet is high risk, high reward, and not for everyone. For most, a less extreme whole foods approach is safer and more sustainable. Balance and variety remain the safest bet for long-term health. Given the risks and unknowns, professional medical guidance is essential before starting the carnivore diet. Consult a doctor or dietitian to assess your health and see if this approach is safe for you. Ongoing monitoring, regular checkups and blood tests, is crucial to catch any problems early. Track key health markers like cholesterol, kidney function, and vitamin levels. Listen to your body and keep a journal of symptoms and well-being. Combine personal feedback with medical oversight for the best results. The goal is long-term health, not just short-term fixes. The carnivore diet challenges conventional wisdom, but it's still experimental. Caution, education, and expert support are vital. Don't go it alone. Your health deserves careful, informed decisions.